You are watching Market Watch, the brief overview of the key events from the world of finance. Japanese stocks rose sharply at the open on Tuesday, which supported the recovery of the affected Asian markets, after representatives of the central bank made statements that reassured investors. The Nikkei index jumped more than 10%, recovering from a 12.4% collapse in the previous session, which was its worst drop since the Black Monday crash of 1987. Wall Street also looked more stable. S&P 500 futures jumped 1.5%, Nasdaq futures rose 2%. The yield on 10-year U.S. Treasury bonds returned to 3.84%, reaching a low of 3.667% at some point. Representatives of the Federal Reserve System did everything possible to calm the markets. San Francisco Fed President Mary Daley said it was extremely important to prevent a downturn in the labor market. Daley noted that she is open to lowering interest rates as needed, and that policy should be proactive. Daley's comments from the Fed and a stronger-than-expected ISM report on the services sector calmed fears of a panicked Fed rate cut next week. Currencies also began to recover after sharp movements on Monday. The dollar rose to 145.64 yen, after falling 1.5% on Monday. The dollar also reduced its losses against the Swiss franc, holding at 0.8546 francs, compared with a low of 0.8430. In the precious metals market, gold has not received the status of a safe asset amid talk that investors are taking profits to cover losses in other assets. The spot price of gold was $2,409 per ounce after falling 1.5% overnight. And now to the crypto market. Former President Donald Trump continues to emphasize that if the United States does not develop in the digital asset sector, other countries will do so. In a recent interview, Trump warned the current administration against selling bitcoins owned by the United States. Also, Trump recently proposed the idea of using a small amount of bitcoins to pay off the huge national debt of the United States in the amount of $35 trillion. The former president pointed to the possibility of using Bitcoin, which has a limited issue, to fully repay the U.S. government debt, due to its increase in price relative to the inflationary U.S. dollar. That's all I have. Follow the news carefully and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.